Mike.
230.
Mike 5-4. Rip right, rip right.
First carry of the game for Jalen Samuels. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
66.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Right there, 54.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Check, walk 54, walk 54. Hey, that's good. One day.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Play fake to Connor. Now Roethlisberger. And yes, complete to the tight end, McDonald.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Roethlisberger. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. James Washington was the intended target, but now it's 3rd down.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4. Watch the screen.
Middle.
Right there, 54, right there.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Again, it's Roethlisberger. And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
61, matchbox lights.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Check 31.
50. Double bump.
Hey, check. Mike 50.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
Now Ben on 3rd and long. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll begin the drive with Howard. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Mika Fitzpatrick made the play defensively, the 1st-round pick out of Alabama.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Wentz, escaping the pressure right. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A big pickup there for the Eagles' 1st down, 18 yards. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this 1st drive. Instead, 2nd down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Being chased out left. His throw incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it's 3rd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. Back deep for the Steelers, Ryan Switzer. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They go play action with Roethlisberger. He'll get that one complete to counter. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Alert, alert.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
3rd and 2. Now Roethlisberger. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Jim, 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 Jim. Switch, switch.
You draw quarters. Nicholas, 66.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. This is taken at the 23. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a 1st down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
On 1st down, Howard. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. T.J. Watt in on the tackle.
2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98 to Mike. Let's go one more.
From the gun, it's Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 26. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, 26 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Don't get nervous.
Easy.
Switch gears. 54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Here's Roethlisberger. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Jordan Berry now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Fielded at the 20. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. How about the safety, Minka Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack? Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home.
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check.
Here's Wentz to throw. It's caught by Aguilar. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, of that marker. This is right down the middle as he puts it through. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway.
Let's go, baby.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40 and all the way up to the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daniel McCullers gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front on 2nd down now. It's Sanders, and a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
6-6, pull it high.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Now on 2nd and 13, Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
He's coming, double up.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving and keep grinding clock.
Throwing is Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 41-yard line.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Wentz now 5 straight completions here in this second half, 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Trying to punch it in with Howard. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That really sets them back. A loss of 6. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
The strong windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And the kick by Elliott is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now left side on the swing pass. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And the Steelers on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Pardon?